2017 has come to an end, so now it is time for me to look back on 2017 and the movies that came out in that year and what were the 10 best for my 10 best movies of 2017 video. This might not be the best critically movies that I reviewed, so don't expect all 10 movies to be of a platypus-tacular rating, because this is of course my opinion, so you just calm down, alright? And this list means literally nothing. That being said, let's start the list. Number 10! Of course there has to be a Marvel movie on this list. Why? Because Marvel paid off all the critics, of course. That's why they got such good Rotten Tomatoes scores and the DC films not. The colours and the humour were by far the most surprising elements of Thor Ragnarok, as it pretty much goes full action comedy for 2 and a bit hours. Becoming, of course, not only one of the best MCU films to date, but one of the best films of the year. Number 9. Wonder was a movie that I wasn't entirely sure about how it was actually going to pan out. I saw the trailer for it, I saw the potential for it being amazing and heartfelt, or a bland Channel 7 midday movie. And it was great. Grant, you have Owen Wilson in the movie, and even though he's not saying wow or ka-chow, he's still great in the movie, and he's a great presence. Jacob Tremblay is terrific, it's emotional, it's heartfelt, the makeup is stunning. But most importantly, the movie feels smart because it shows perspectives. Number 8. No one knew before the release of the movie that Pennywise would be the greatest villain of the year, yet he is. In a weird sort of Stand By Me meets The Goonies meets horror, it is one of the best horror films of recent years. It's incredibly well directed by Andy Muschietti. Bill Skarsgård is a marvel for his performance of Pennywise, showing just how versatile he is as an actor. And the Losers Clubs, their chemistry and performance are great. Number 7. In June of 2017, the DCEU was at a make or break point. Wonder Woman was either going to keep the DCU around for the next few years, or it was going to force them to reboot it just after Justice League. And it's a pretty big departure from the standards set by the DCEU, with vibrant use of colours and a clear and uncomplicated plot, whilst maintaining some of the best things about the DCU, such as the characters, the cinematography, and the giant grey villain at the end of the 3rd act. Especially with all that overdone CGI, but Wonder Woman is still great, so who really cares? Number 6, and I liked it better than The Force Awakens, so take that, haters. 'Cause I win. Besides, this is the ballsiest Star Wars film to date, and I have nothing but respect for that. The action is fantastic, I still love the characters, John Williams' score is absolutely great, and of course it gave birth to the Kylo Ren challenge, so it's sorta gotta get high praise for that. Number 5! The Shape of Water, whilst not being a sequel to The Creature from the Black Lagoon or a prequel to Hellboy, is still pretty fantastic nonetheless. It's the strangest love story since Deadpool, of course, but it still has beautiful cinematography. An amazing visual flair brought on by Guillermo del Toro, as his direction is among some of the best of the year, and he should win Best Director for it. And with Sally Hawkins, of course, her performance should definitely win Best Actress too. Number 4. I had to study the original Blade Runner for a Year 10 English class, so I was at the very least a little bit interested in what was going to happen in the sequel. And after seeing it, I was pretty amazed. The noir sci-fi elements were so interesting, Ryan Gosling was fantastic, and the visuals were absolutely stunning. It's like a feast for the eyes, and it only proves that Denis Villeneuve is a director to be looking out for over the next few years to see what his future projects are. Not that you already weren't looking out for him after Arrival and Sicario, of course. Number 3. The perfect conclusion to Hugh Jackman's performance as the Wolverine. It went fully faithful to the comics and it was great. Hugh Jackman gave his best performance yet as Wolverine, and Patrick Stewart was so good in the supporting role as Professor X for one last time. But it was still a risk to be so violent and so vulgar, and it paid off in spades. It's absolutely terrific. Number 2. The pinnacle of editing and soundtracks of 2017. Baby Driver is definitely the most fun film of the year with its amazing ensemble alongside. It actually made me believe that Ansel Elgort can be a great actor, and the car chase, the opening scene, is by far one of the best opening scenes of the year. It is terrific. The car chases throughout are phenomenal. Edgar Wright does a fantastic job directing and writing, and it's so rewatchable because every time you rewatch it, you pick up these small, tiny details that you missed the first time, but you've picked up again. Number 1. The making behind the meme. It is by far the most inspirational and feel-good movie of the year. It's also one of the funniest movies of the last few years too, and it was absolutely snubbed by the Academy Awards for Best Picture and Best Actor for James Franco because he gives hands down one of the best performances of the year as Tommy Wiseau. He is absolutely fantastic. He captures all of Tommy Wiseau's mannerisms, and he becomes one of the most memorable characters of the year alongside the best film of the year, in my opinion. And that's my list. Do you agree with it? What do you like? Leave your list in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to become one of the Platypus. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh wow, you made it to the end of the video. Good job. Click that subscribe button over there for more good content, or click one of these two videos down below, which is probably one of my most recent ones, probably. I mean, you know, just click either one of them. Either one's really good enough.